Hey guys, I'd love to give you a tour of my new sewing room. So come on in and follow me around as I show you how I have everything set up in my new sewing space. This room's a little bit bigger than the one that you saw previously in my studio tour. So you can see here, I'll do a quick pan of the room. I have some bookshelves on this one wall. They span the wall, and I have clothing storage, and then I have some fabric storage. You can see my cutting table right there at the center of the bookcases. And then as I continue to span, you can see I have a wall with pegboard and the beginning of my desk and my workspace. Now over here, I also have a bulletin board and some other types of storage and organization sitting on the desk and on the ledge. Some things are decoration, some things are functional. Then as you look down towards the ground, you can see the drawer unit and my filing drawers under that countertop. And then as I continue to pan, you can see I have my sewing machine here in the corner. This is where I have two windows. That gives me the most light. I also have a light ring there sitting next to my desk. That is where I do a lot of my step-by-step photography, right next to me while I'm sewing. So I have a spread out clean space for sewing. I can move my sewing machine out of the way and also do computer work. And then I have the space next to me where I can do a lot of the step-by-step photography and the instruction for sewing with Cinnamon when I'm showing tips and tutorial type videos. And then from the other angle, this is still that sewing area. I have thread on the wall and the little bins hanging for some supplies that I'd like quick access to. And then as I continue to pan, you can see that I have the bookcases here that were in the other studio tour. So these are the three bookcases that I had sitting up on top of the counter. Here I've just brought them in the same configuration and put them down on the floor. I've added the doors to the bottoms of the two larger bookcases, and then behind there I have things hidden like dolls that I use for fittings and just some supplies that don't really have pretty storage, but they're things that I know that I'm gonna need. So on these shelves then, I have books and I have some other display items. I have patterns in the file boxes. And then over in the corner, I do have another cube unit, which I have fabric in bins, clear bins, which are really good for me, more storage, my ironing board. And then as I continue to pan around, I also have that wall unit that has all of the little cubbies to display and organize some of the smaller items. So you can see that I was able to adapt to my new room, bring in a lot of the storage methods that I already had in place into my new space. The furniture is the same, it's just configured in a little bit different way, and I was able to really set that up in a way that gives me more space, but is still functional and visual and easy for me to have on hand and ready to go when I'm ready to sew.